Have you ever found yourself at the crossroads of duty and morality, torn between what you should do and what you feel is right? Imagine a stage of such a crisis, the battlefield of Kurukshetra, where the grand narrative of the Mahabharata is on the precipice of erupting into war. It is here, amongst the clashing of swords and the rattling of chariots, that we find Arjuna, a warrior of immense stature, ensnared in an intricate web of duty and morality. Arjuna, a paragon of valor and righteousness, gazes upon the opposing side, a sea of familiar faces. He sees his relatives, his revered teachers and cherished loved ones, all prepared for combat. The sight stirs a tempest of emotions within him, a maelstrom of love, sorrow, and confusion. In the face of such a dilemma, Arjuna drops his weapons, overcome by grief and compassion. This profound moment of despair sets the stage for an enlightening discourse that transcends time and remains relevant even today. Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by your emotions that you lose sight of your purpose? This is the predicament of Arjuna, the great warrior of the epic Mahabharata. As he stands on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he is gripped by a profound despair. His duty as a warrior calls him to fight, but his opponents are his own kin, the people he loves and cherishes. A wave of sorrow washes over him, his hands shake, his bow drops, and he is consumed by confusion. The impending war is not just a physical battle but a moral quandary. Arjuna is torn between his loyalty to his family and his duty as a warrior. The weight of this decision leads him into an emotional breakdown, and he refuses to fight. In this moment of utter despair, Arjuna turns to his charioteer, Krishna, a figure of divine wisdom. Arjuna, in his despair, turns to his charioteer, Krishna, seeking guidance. Have you ever sought wisdom in times of confusion, hoping for a guiding light? Such was the plight of the warrior, Arjuna, standing on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. But amidst the chaos, a beacon of wisdom emerged in the form of his charioteer, Krishna. As Arjuna's despair deepened, Krishna, recognizing the depth of his friend's sorrow, began to reveal the spiritual wisdom contained within the Bhagavad Gita. It was a wisdom deeply rooted in the ancient teachings of yoga, capable of illuminating the darkest corners of the human mind. Krishna's words, like a soothing balm, were intended to heal Arjuna's anguished heart and awaken him to his higher purpose. Krishna introduced to Arjuna the concept of yoga, not as mere physical exercise but as a profound spiritual practice. A practice designed to unite the individual soul with the universal spirit, to harmonize the human with the divine. This was not a yoga of postures but a yoga of wisdom, of understanding, of love and devotion. Krishna explained to Arjuna that the key to overcoming sorrow was to perform his duty without attachment to the result. This was the essence of karma yoga, the yoga of selfless action. Krishna urged Arjuna to surrender the fruits of his actions to the divine, to act not for personal gain but for the welfare of all beings. Krishna encouraged Arjuna to see beyond the illusion of life and death, beyond the transient nature of the physical world. He urged Arjuna to perceive the eternal soul within all beings, to understand that the soul is never born and never dies. With these profound teachings, Krishna aimed to transform Arjuna's sorrow into wisdom, his confusion into clarity, his despair into hope. Krishna's words were not just for Arjuna, but for all of humanity, a timeless message of love, duty, and spiritual wisdom. In the midst of the battlefield, a profound spiritual discourse begins, marking the beginning of Arjuna Vishada Yoga. So what can we take away from Arjuna's despair and Krishna's wisdom? Arjuna Vishada Yoga, the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, is a profound teaching that offers us guidance even today. At its heart, it emphasizes the importance of duty, or dharma. We each have a unique role to play, and fulfilling it with integrity is our highest calling. Secondly, it introduces the concept of detachment from the fruits of our actions. We are encouraged to perform our duties without attachment to the outcome, to act without expectation. This liberates us from the anxieties of success and failure. Lastly, the transformative power of spiritual wisdom is underscored. The knowledge imparted by Krishna to Arjuna dispels his ignorance and fear, empowering him to face his challenges. Similarly, spiritual wisdom can illuminate our own paths and help us navigate life's dilemmas. In the end, it's not about avoiding the battlefield of life but about facing it with wisdom, courage, and a sense of duty. Did you enjoy our deep dive into Arjuna's dilemma? If you found this video informative and enlightening, do give us a thumbs up. Your support motivates us to delve deeper into such engaging topics. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest videos. We're always eager to hear your thoughts and interpretations. Share them with us in the comments section below. Remember, wisdom grows when shared. Let's embark on this journey of understanding the Bhagavad Gita together. Stay tuned for more enlightening discussions on the Bhagavad Gita.